Facebook, YouTube, Instagram family, what's good? What's good? It's Lee for Lee Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. If you're watching this video on Facebook or Instagram, you can catch the complete video on YouTube, okay? So guys, we're going to talk about the fork in the road, okay? Because there's a lot of people right now who are at a fork in the road in their life, and they really don't understand that, okay? There is a serious relationship energy that is forcing people to make decisions that they really don't want to make. Putting themselves, finding out about things they did not know about that they don't want to deal with, okay? Things coming up from their past that they should have dealt with and they didn't deal with, okay? These are the type of issues that's coming up, okay? Because Aries and Scorpio are both really ruled by the planet Mars, okay? Aries is the day side and Scorpio is really the night side of Aries, okay? Even though Scorpio now is ruled by its new ruler Pluto, okay? I don't want to get into planets too much. But the reason why I'm bringing these two energies up, because I said this in my past video, and I really want people to understand the type of volatile energy that is out here right now, because it's really not funny. But there's only two ways you can go right now. That's why I'm talking about the fork in the road, okay? You're either going to evolve and make the right decisions and do what you need to do, or you're going to repeat. That's the fork in the road. Evolve, repeat. And a lot of us have been repeating the same toxic behaviors for years and years and years. Not being honest. Libras, Geminis, okay? Being emotional, manipulative. Cancers, Scorpios, okay? Tauruses, and that can be any sign, y'all. Any sign. Any sign. Because those energies can be in your chart. And as long as you keep these self-destructive behaviors, Aquariuses being emotionally manipulative, being cold when they need to be sensitive, I'm just talking about the flaws of all signs, y'all. Don't internalize these personally to yourself, okay? We all have flaws and we all do things that we don't understand. No, we think we understand what we're doing, but we're not. We're actually dysfunctioning, and hurting ourselves, but we think we're hurting other people or getting other people back. And Scorpio energy is about revenge, It's about obsession, holding grudges, Then you have Aries about being angry, aggression, arguments. We have to understand that this is going to be, especially Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day is going to be a very tense energy, guys. If you're going to be out with family members and all of that, be mindful of people who get drunk and have family issues, because they could come out at the table. I'm telling you, somebody could say something and it will be it could just explode, because we have Uranus, again, the planet of surprise, all of a sudden attacks. But the fork in the road with a lot of people, though. We're going to get back to this fork in the road. A lot of you guys have to change. And change is very uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable when you've been with somebody 10, 15 years, 20 years, okay? And you believe that that's what you're supposed to be doing, but deep down there's something telling you, I don't want to do this anymore. And the people who understand what I just said know what I'm talking about. That part of you that's saying, I don't want to do this anymore, that's the reality. The belief is, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's why I'm telling you, you got to understand what your belief system is and what your reality is. And your reality has to be fulfilled. It's your void. It's why most of us are unhappy, because our belief system, it's running our life and not what our purpose really is. And we have to get back to what our purpose really is. If you're not living your purpose, it's impossible to be happy. Okay? It's impossible to be happy if you're not living your purpose. It's impossible. Okay? A lot of people have opportunity here to start their lives over and experience something you never thought could happen. But before you do that, you must experience the pain and the lessons of the mistakes you made in the past. See, listen, guys, you cannot learn anything without pain and disappointment. You can't. And everybody tries to skip that process. It's the process of pain and disappointment that creates the lesson, that creates the growth of any human. So every time you're skipping pain, jumping around, trying to avoid being disappointed and all of that, all you're doing is just building up karma. Because when that pain does come, it's going to be a lot. That's why a lot of women are emotionally cut off and they don't even want to talk to nobody on the phone. You can't even talk to a woman on the phone these days. They just want to text. You know why? Because they have 6 or 8 relationships in them that they never healed from. So when a man comes that's very sincere and wants that woman, she can't even hear it. She can't. Because she has 6 broken relationships in her heart that she ain't cleaned out yet. So what he's saying sounds just like that. Even though this man is sincere. And vice versa. A woman comes in your life, she wants you. But because you got all these people still banged out in your heart, you can't even hear it, see it, nothing. And these are the things we must clean out. People who are single, this is what you must work on now. Cleaning out the emotional baggage. That is where the fork in the road comes in at. Because if you don't clean out the emotional baggage, you repeat every time. When you make the wrong decision, you repeat every time. When you make the right decision, you evolve. When you let go of those emotions, you evolve. But as long as you keep holding on to something that's broken, thinking you're going to fix it, you're going to keep repeating. That's why the same thing keep happening to you over and over again. Whoop, going to the left. Whoop, going to the left. You can't never hit the right, which is evolve. You're going to keep going to the left every time. Because you won't let something go that's been dead. Friendships, relationships, your marriage, your job. I don't care what it is. If you're tired of it, it's time to let it go. You cannot sit in misery at home. You can't. Remember what I told y'all, and I'm going to keep on reiterating this every few videos. You cannot manifest anything until your 4 foundations are solid, which is yourself, self-love, your home, your job, and your money. Those must be secure before you can even have happiness and to manifest. So this is why everybody is having problems, because these 4 things are not solid. Most people either at a shitty job, they don't love themselves, or they're in a bad relationship or marriage at home. So if you have any of these turmoils, you can't go nowhere. You're stuck until you fix that. There's no prayer that's going to help you do that. None. You have to physically do the work. Go through the pain. Go through the disappointment. Okay? To get that happiness and the lessons that you need to move forward. Without that, you have nothing. Okay? So guys, listen to me. A lot of you guys do not understand who you are and who you're even dealing with at all. I don't care if you've been with somebody 20 years. You don't even know your husband. If you don't know your birth natal chart, you don't know who you're with, and you don't even know yourself. You don't. Okay? You don't. You've been with somebody 20 years, right? And to you, they were a Virgo, right? But guess what? They could have the mind of a Libra, okay? And they could have Scorpio and Mars, which would not make them technically a Virgo. They would be a Libra Virgo, which I call an air sign Virgo. See, we don't even talk about astrology like that. Virgo, each sign has an element within the element. So even though Virgo is an earth sign, okay, some Virgos have the mind of a Libra, which will make them an air sign Virgo. They're not an earth sign Virgo. And we don't even understand that. So you could have a husband like that, and you're a Scorpio sun with a Scorpio Mercury, and that Libra and Scorpio Mercury can't communicate. It can't. Libra flirt too much. Scorpio's too possessive. But at the sun sign, y'all compatible. And this is how complicated relationships are, guys. So listen. If you're struggling with yourself, you don't understand why you make the mistakes that you make, you need to get your birth natal chart, get a consultation. The consultations are $60. That comes with a personal reading about yourself, a compatibility reading with anybody that you're having an issue with. I can look at it for your career, your health, going towards the future. Not to tell you exactly what's going to happen, just scenarios based on the houses, based off of your birth natal chart. Okay? So, you can reach me on any platform, guys. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, under Leaf Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. You can reach me at my email, which is leefitnessandspirituality@gmail.com. You also can reach me at clee901@hotmail.com. Okay? So listen, guys, we're at a fork in the road. You're either going to evolve or you're going to repeat. And the people who are in toxic relationships, whether it's your friend, your mother, your sister, that Scorpio energy is going to dig deep there. And Sagittarius is not going to be any better, which is the next sign, because Sagittarius is fire, aggression, blunt. I'm going to be straight up front. So we can't duck these energies. We can't, you know. Now, everybody's not going to have these problems, guys. Remember, I said 18 to 28 degrees. You know, not everybody. So you might not have nothing. But there's going to be people who get the shock of a lifetime in these next 2 weeks, especially this week. This week is going to be very intense, especially Thanksgiving Day, guys. Thanksgiving Day, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be very intense energy, okay? So I'm going to leave it right there. This is Leaf for Leaf Fitness, Spirituality, Tarot, and Astrology. One love.